Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
On Saturday, April 6th, all roads lead to the Grenada National Stadium for the big show, Digicel Reggae Fest, featuring the legendary Super Cat, Busy Signal, Romain Virgo, Anthony B, Maxi Priest, Itana, the Smooth Jefferson Ramirez, and a special surprise guest. Doors open at 7 p.m., showtime 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets available at box offices island-wide or online at gotofet.com. Digicel Reggae Fest, Saturday, April 6th, National Stadium. You don't want to miss this.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel.
All right, it's Digicel Plus. How are you guys doing? Hello, welcome to another Mikey Live program. I'm Mikey Hutchinson. I hope that you had a good day today. You're having a good week. We have one more day. You're almost there. Blessings to everyone who's here with us. Those of you who are here for the first time, those of you who are always here, we're saying hello to you. It's another beautiful day in the Spice Isle, boy. We had a little drizzle to cool down the heat a bit, but we're still getting some challenges with water. The lack of, rain means that Nawasa has to now manage the water at the
reservoirs and so on, at the dam sites. And so there are some times when some people will have water. There are other times when people will not have water. That's just the reality. I mean, wow, what can we do? But, I mean, let's say thank you to God still that we have water. You know what I mean? We had a thing. Yeah? Okay, Grenada's 12-member swim team in Carifta with 7 silver and 7 bronze medals. We'll talk to you about that. There's live ammunition training. We'll talk to you about that. Traffic arrangements for Reggae Fest. And what else? There are concerns about the use of the field, the pitch field, you call it, right? The tracks. We'll tell you what the promoters are saying. All right. And meeting with the transport board. What else we have to tell you? Yeah, the PM, he had a meeting with the transport board. And other things we'll be discussing on the program tonight. All right. Once we get the time to do it, of course, we'll be doing that. So brace all yourselves. Of course, the headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors, the Beacon Insurance, and all of the sponsors. We say thank you for always being on board and also supporting the business. All right, folks, we take a break. And someone sharing tonight's program, by the way, will receive some free credits, compliments. Did you say? And you never know, that person might just be you. All right, so go ahead and share the business. When we come back, real news in all the just a very small break we take and we're coming back.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Nawasa! Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. Yay! A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation.
First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing, and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then, the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now, our water is clear and nearly bacteria-free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink.
And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
All right, so welcome to one and all again. It's my pleasure to be back with you for another day. So there's a big show coming up. We are talking about Reggae Fest, and of course that show will feature a lot of big name artists. We're talking about people like Roman Vogo. We're talking about Itana. You understand? Busy Signal. I mean, the top of the top is going to be taking place this weekend at the National Stadium. We're talking about the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. So that fact has created a little bit of talk. You know, people talk. Doo-doo-doo, that's what they do. So, and legitimately so, because there's been what we call the resurfacing of the tracks and stuff like that. Just recently, they work on the business, so the promoters are showing people, all right, they're saying to people, we get it, we understand, because we too are interested in seeing the tracks last as long as possible. All right, so Judah, he says, as a service provider, it is our duty to be clear to the persons concerned about the setting up of the equipment and stuff with regards to, how they move things, the equipment about in that particular stadium. It says, as you'll see in a clip that we will show you just now, the track is covered with a double layer of ply and double layer of plastic between the track and the double ply. No vehicles or heavy equipment will be allowed on the track or even to cross the track. They say that our trucks will not be driving across the track. Our stage will be set up on the field and not the track. Please note that this event is a QS promotion event and not a Sunshine promotion event. They say that they are the song providers, and as the song providers, as the service provider, they'll make sure that they will not be putting anything like any heavy equipment or anything like that on the track. One of the main men behind QS Promotions is Mr. Steve Duncan, and he also echoes the similar sentiments as Judah Sounds. He's saying that no vehicles, generators, or heavy equipment, not even a car, will be allowed to cross the track. The track area for patrons to cross will be protected with multi-layers. We have this covered, pun intended. So he says to go get your tickets if there are any left. Yes, so they're saying that you have nothing to worry about. This is the area that they're talking about where patrons will have to pass and where they're passing all the equipment and stuff, and they are not driving any trucks or any heavy equipment on the track, trying to give patrons and concerned citizens the assurance that they are doing everything in their power to not create any problems for the newly laid tracks. All right, the event is going to be held this Saturday at 9 p.m. Gates open 8 o'clock at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. It's called Reggae Fest, and the Reggae Fest 2, and you can expect a bumper show. You understand? Good, good, good. So there is a traffic arrangement, for that, and of course the Royal Grenadier Police Force, they say that they like to notify the general public, and in particular motorists, all right, about the traffic arrangements. These traffic arrangements will be in effect from 5:30 p.m. until the conclusion of the event on Sunday at around 5 a.m. Okay, all vehicular traffic entering the stadium will use the Queen's Park Ring Road from its intersection with Cherry Hill, St. George's, also the Humpback Bridge where it joins with the River Road Public Road. No vehicular traffic will be allowed to enter the stadium from the Mungay or Mount Rush direction. In terms of no entry, vehicular traffic will not be allowed to enter the following areas. We're talking about the Old Fort Public Road from the junction with Lucas Street, Cemetery Hill from its junction with Church Street, the Ring Road from its junction with Mount Rush Public Road toward the direction of the Humpback Bridge. No parking will be allowed in the following areas. We're talking about Melville Street from the Fish Market to Keep Left, from Keep Left to Cherry Hill, including the Queen's Park Public Road, the Cemetery Hill intersection with River Road to Purcell's Lumberyard, the left side of the Stadium Ring Road, Dabo direction, Mount Rush Public Road from its intersection with the Stadium Ring Road to the beginning of the hill. In terms of parking, VIP parking will be in the concrete and grass area in front of the Kirani James Athletic Stadium at Gate 6. Public parking will be available in the following areas. We're talking about the Wesley College Ground, Ariza Car Park, and St. George's Bus Terminal. Okay, we've got some other parts of the arrangement, but you can check it out on our website, mikeylive.com, or you might also check it out on our page. While we're talking about that, we're moving in, so we're just sticking it like Mikey Live. We've picked up a correspondence from the Prime Minister's office and from the government. They say that in furtherance to the ongoing efforts to enhance the transportation sector, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell convened a meeting, they say, with the representatives of the National Bus Association. The discussion centered around key issues aimed at informing policies that address the collective needs of all stakeholders, they say. Now, in attendance was, they had Alva Brown, who is the permanent secretary, CEO of the Transportation Commission, that's David Bartholomew, Derek McKenzie, who is the PRO of the National Bus Association and president of the Grand Dance Bus Association, Carl Ned, who is the former executive of the National Bus Association and representative of the Airport Taxi Association, then Garth Woodruff, who is a former executive of the National Bus Association and representative of the Airport Taxi Association, also Ernest Greenwich, who is a representative of the Eastern Main Road Bus Association, and Pethifer Lewis, who is the executive director, Grenada Chamber of Industries and Commerce. Prime Minister said that he's eager to work along with the Bus Association for the formulation of a cooperative to support, they say, bus owners and conductors and taxi operators. They say that this partnership has become even more critical as we seek, they say, to improve the lives of citizens using public transportation. Now, the challenges of stranded passengers, especially in Zone 2 and Zone 5, were also highlighted, and both parties shared the sentiment to immediately address this issue. Now, the Bus Association also shared, they say, their ideas for meeting the needs of passengers who work in the hotel industry, who often struggle to get to their various homes after their shifts. Now, we are waiting to see where this will go. There's always been the conversation of having an efficient operating bus system, and particularly in the afternoon time, on weekends and on holidays. The evening times, weekends, holidays. You know, certain bus areas after 5 o'clock, it starts becoming hard for you to get a bus. And then when 7 o'clock reach, place match up, you staying right where you day. Best you just take your bag and lie down on the ground and sleep, because it's tough. I remember having to live when I was living in Guelph and working in St. George's. Imagine I finishing work 8 o'clock in the night, seduction Sunday. And then, show me heaven. Da, da, da. You understand? Finishing work, seduction Sunday, 8 o'clock in the night. The man taking over the shift from me comes in at 8 o'clock. He finishing his shift at midnight and still meet me begging right on the side of the road. I'm not making it up. You understand? I'm not making it up. The man come in, doing the whole shift. From 8 to midnight, and still meet me bombing right. Hey, we're going over. Blah, 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 blah. That don't make no sense. Next thing man hold me down. Yeah, I mean it. Next thing man hold me down. You understand? And women have to do that too. Listen, sometimes I drive in, I burn. So these days, that's why I had, what, anytime you meet me on the road, listen, anytime you meet me on the road, just know, I don't have a choice but to get right. You know what times I leave work 8 o'clock in the night now because I'm driving and I don't even go out again. And people beg me right. I did by my house and I ended up alleyway, almost Granville, giving people right because it burning me conscience. Because I knew what I had to go through them kind of time they had. And there are people still going through that. The other day, this man was robbed, a chef. The man was robbed, beaten, and robbed. The man saying save up all the money to buy little chef, little tools and things. You know what I mean? They robbed the man, boy. Right? Because he's looking for a ride and thing after 11 o'clock the night and then kind of business, they seem lonely there. They rob him. Poor lady, don't know that. I driving, mind my business. You know, listening to night little slow music, but born, tired boy, you know, going home. I see a woman from the hotel industry just the same, stand up in the same spot looking for it. Miss, you stand up in the ant's nest, you know, miss. You don't know that? Poor the woman, she don't know that. So if a man was robbed with his implements, or however they just call it, like a knife and thing, you understand? What is it for a woman? Yeah, I mean, I bet. Yeah, I bet to some men. You understand what I'm saying? So it's unsafe. And these people been going through it. You getting security, finishing work. Dog, I'm not making no joke with them. Can I think 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon time? You meeting them walking halfway St. David's. Where you going? You understand? Where you going? Latent. And he did Western Hall walking. Where you start to walk from? Will I get a ride? And the man dropped me in Springs. What? You understand? And when you hear some of the things that some of these people have to do, chef, chef. The chef have to pay for the food in some of the places they're working for. Listen, sometimes this story does make me want to cry. The chef have to pay for the food that they cook. And they're working on kind of time in the night up to midnight. And they have to pay for the food. Yeah, I mean, you have to pay for the food. God help me, I would never be that kind of boss. I don't care. My business could go in flat, broke. I don't do that. So help me, God. I don't do that. He's not doing it. The chef cooking the food and the chef had to come back and bite. And then after that, they have to walk home. When they finish, serve. You understand? And they're going back home to the cemetery. Because it's done bury, they have to go and bury. After all of that. You understand? Just to be able to feed the children. But what? Anyway, so they say they're trying to fix up the transportation business so that life could be easier for everybody, particularly those of the hotel industry are shaking all the big toe for that. But like I said, I want to see Don. When I see Don, I'm coming back on the program and say, well, congrats, you know what I mean? We're moving on. You know, I'm kind of passionate about it. Forgive me, let me move. I'm telling all the boy, you see them people walking on kind of funny hours in the night, boy. 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And then they still have to come back and get up early in the morning to go to work for 6 o'clock. And doing 12-hour shift. 12 hours in a way. 12 hours and for little money. Little $100 and something dollars. $90, $60. Me don't working for 12 hours treating people like give them a slave. So some of them don't make good money, some of these businesses and them and they don't want to pay people feeling like if because the business is theirs. Yeah, the business is yours. But you not the only thing that holds that business together. You understand? The workers too. Team Grenada has won. We're moving on. Because all of the resume pressure tonight. You hear me? Team Grenada has won 14 medals overall. 7 silver and 7 bronze at the 37th Carifta Swimming Championships and 5K open water competition that was held in the Bahamas from Saturday 30th March to Wednesday April 3rd. So they wrapped up on the 3rd. That was yesterday, right? The team's performance deserved tremendous commendation, and each member comprising the team is deserving this year of special praise, since every one of them has contributed significantly in various forms. For each day of the competition, there were several personal best times achieved. Those who did not medal swam well, and in several cases obtained 2 or more PBS. So, and the PBS is personal bests. All right, so we have to say congratulations to the team. We know that this trip was probably one of the roughest that you had to do because you're coming back with one person less than you did. One of the fathers, the supporting fathers who traveled with the team, tragically passed away while they're supporting the team. Mr. Dowden, Anyway, so we know it's tough for the entire team, but you guys still persevered. You understand? So congratulations. Yeah, guys, please give them a round of applause for keeping it together and still coming back with 14 medals and a lot of personal bests. You understand? Good. We are moving on. Julio. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to notify the general public that there will be live ammunition training at the eastern or lower end of the Pearls Airstrip St. Andrew. Now this will be happening on Saturday 6th April between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now the public, in particular residents of Pearls St. Andrew and the surrounding areas, inclusive of animal owners and so animal owners, small craft and boat operators, you are strongly advised to refrain from using this area during the time of the training, and you will know when it is happening. You understand? Please be guided accordingly. Right. The next thing that I had to tell you about, boy. Let me see if I get a picture with the thing there. Here. I see there. February saw, they say, a celebration of color. Some viewers on YouTube are experiencing some. All right, so it's settled down now. All right. So, yeah, they are saying that this is what it was. So, we experienced, an influx of people coming in from that market. This follows an increase, they say, of 8% in January of 2024. This is no small part due to the strategic initiatives and collaborative efforts with travel agents, operators, and airlines by the Grenada Tourism Authority in the UK market. So they're saying, they walk in. And because they walk in, they're actually seeing the results of that. So we had to big up the entire team, Petra and them. You understand? Most recently, Petra Roach, Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Tourism Authority, along with Emil Edwards, UK Sales Manager, and UK Trade Representatives, Black Diamond, that attended the prestigious, they say, Unite Caribbean event on the 11th of March 2024 as part of the UK Outreach Sales Mission. The team participated in 25 high-impact meetings, they say, with key UK tour operators, providing them with comprehensive, they say, insights and resources essential for effectively promoting and selling Grenada as a premium travel destination. And let me tell you something. Grenada is in fact premium. Now, the only place I don't see people respecting Grenada for its uniqueness, for what it can offer, is in Grenada. Sad to say. The only people who I question whether or not they understand the value of this little rock are the people who live here. You understand? But when you travel, you go out there and you see what's out there. You see what's offered out there. Then you'll understand. I just wish everybody could get a free trip. Just also they give people badge, and for independence. I just feel like everybody deserves to travel outside of every single Grenadian. And when I become prime in a couple of years, I'll probably try to achieve that one way or the next, to ensure that we find a way to make travel more accessible to Grenadians, just as we make education, because if we appreciate what we have here, probably we'll spend more time building it and nurturing it. So it's a nation building effort. It'll cost us, but it's an investment. We will reap the rewards. Everybody, out you go. Out you go. When you want to clean your house, that with a small thing, and you want to clean your house and mommy and them, I don't come out inside, I don't want to go outside, go and play, come out inside the house, go and play. You understand? Everybody, out you go. Every man and their brother. And when I come back, all they go tell me better. You understand? We're different. What we have here, what we see here, it's probably one of the only places you will. When you go certain places, all you see is great people. I know if you've never seen it, you do not know. I get it. So let me tell you, in many places you see a lot of people running to as the place to be, as the place to vacation outside of this region. Once in every 7 days you might see the blue skies. Once is that Seta gray. You see cloud from morning to night. Clouds, place gray. No trees, no leaves on the trees. Place cold. Can't even go outside with the boxers and the vest like how you just do here. You understand? You want to pick up a 2 grain of clothes on the wire, you just step outside. So none of that. You hear me? None of that. You understand? If you want to kiss your wife in the back of the house, you could do that. Here. You understand? You little privacy. There are some places you can't do that. You don't have the space, in fact, to do that. You understand? From the time you step outside in another man's property. You hear me? And these are the simple things that we don't understand. These are the simple things that have no value to us because we don't get it. So, every man and their brother, out you go and come back. You understand? Just pick your place. And I mean, when you do your commendation, they tell you pick your first choice. Pick your place. Where you want to go, UK? Sure. Where you want to go, Canada? Sure. Where you want to go, the US? Oh, hell yeah. You understand? Sure. You and who? Your whole family? Sure. You understand what I'm saying? Sure. Be my guest. Yeah. So hold on, I want to stay. Another month? We'll try 6 weeks now. I mean, not serious. Take 6 weeks instead. You know what I mean? And we go pay for all the accommodation too. You understand? Out you go. Yeah, no. And I don't know what I'm talking about. There are people, there are real people on the program. I don't know what I'm talking about. You understand? All man and the brother. Out you go. Somebody. You know what I mean? This thing has gotten so bad. His news discourse not told. Give me 2 more minutes. This thing has gotten so bad. Right? The inferiority business has gotten so bad. Right? That some countries are putting us through hell. Bank statement. This, that, land paper, and the other. To receive visas to come to their place. And sometimes we get denied after investing all our time and resources into applying for that visa without a proper explanation as to why you are being denied that visa. Come back tomorrow. Come back in 3 months. And they keep doing that. It is a revolving door. You understand? But we'll step on anybody we can so that we can get to go to these places. And on the flip side of this, we tell them, come on down for free. Like Price is Right. Come on down. Bring your entire family. It's okay. We need you. What? Would you imagine? It's like almost like this. You understand? We're leaving corn, fig, dasheen, callaloo, ginger, coconut water. We live in that here, and we're telling people come fight and take it free. But on the flip side, they're charging us to eat grass. And the grass dry too. Kind of like that. And I'm still putting it nicely. The quality of life that we live here is unmatched. You don't have to have money to live in this country. You don't have to have, most have friends to live in this country. A little family, a little cousin, a little aunt, you go hungry for a little while, you don't work, you go eat. You don't have a roof over your head, you must get somewhere to sleep. I'm putting my head on a block for that one. You understand? You want to make a little ting in the night, you can't do it home because you want to, you want to make a little sneak out. The island accommodates that. You understand? You go in the vehicle, you go like a quarantine point, you have the chicken all like that for 2 minutes, you have a little KFC and drink a little Coke and thing, you know what I mean, a kiss and thing, a little thing there, I mean, spice the thing up. You think you could go do that somewhere else? You think you could go do that somewhere else? Talk to me. You understand? You understand? I go in place, I see tambam ball, kind of things, kind of thing. You understand? The other day I went in Church Avenue. Right? You understand? Things that we have here spoiling on the ground. Things that we have here spoiling on the ground. Pong and a crong. You're paying for it over there. You understand? So how do we get our people to appreciate this? How do we get our people to value this? You understand? It's hard. So that's why I say just take them people and put them on a plane and let them people go and come back. And talk done. You understand? And talk done. Because I don't have another plan. This is probably like the quickest way to get us to understand this. And unless we as a people understand what we have and start valuing it, then the bigger countries like the US and them, they will always treat us like trash, like they are treating us now. You understand? It's as simple as this. As a man, you understand? The woman who understands her worth, she could be ugly like sin, quote unquote. She understands her worth and she's not throwing herself at me, giving me a little pushback, a little thing, not trying to be too easy to get. Me, I run in behind her like Kirani. You understand? If she pushes back, she stands her grounds on some things. I mean, let's be practical here. I'm talking about a woman. If you're a woman, you could talk about a man. You know what I mean? You have two people to choose from. The one that has some sort of value. The one that says, hey, this is my standard. You understand? I don't stand for this. This is what I stand for. The one that pushes back sometimes. You understand? The one that has a little, a little bit of everything and thing. Versus the one who just throws themselves at you. They come in on strong. You understand? Who are you more inclined to sit on a table with? Who are you more inclined to give that moment so that you can hear more about them? Who are you more inclined to want to spend time with? Who are you more inclined to be interested in? The one that says, hey, here I am, come in. I could take all about you. Yeah, you, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your whole family, come at space. You understand? Or the one that says, I'm willing to welcome you, but here's what. Under certain conditions. And here are those conditions. You understand? Basic. So I say, maybe easier said than done, but somebody got to stand. You understand? It's a small sacrifice to make for a bigger benefit. We reciprocate visa restrictions on all countries who have a restriction on us. I don't care what their reasons are. We are going to reciprocate, create the avenue for a conversation. Let's go on the table now and talk. You think Justin Bieber and all these stars who like to come here, you think they wouldn't want to pressure the government to meet us halfway at some point? They will. This African, how they call it, come the other big session in Calivini Island. You know what I mean? Them stars, they just come here, they just stay here. Kenny G, they come and play like a saxon and business. You understand? When certain people realize they can't just come Grenada easy, what I'm to all about? It's a small sacrifice to make. Yeah, they go bend and they go wrench for 2 minutes, but they will comply eventually. Grenada nice. Put up a headline. Not every and anyone can enter this country anymore. You go see mass. You go see mass. You understand? The moment we do that, everybody want to come in Grenada. Once you put some degree of restriction, place mash up. Everybody, influx of people. Hold on. But no, who am I to say that? Stupid. I don't go to tourism school. You understand? But going back to the conversation, it must start somewhere. We must start to value our place and show people that we do so. You understand? Then and only then, there'll be some degree of respect. All right? Some degree of respect for this beautiful little nation. Until then, we will continue to run behind the shadow. And in fact, running behind our own shadows. And there ain't no catching that. You understand? Put some flicking respect on the thing. All right? Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean, where not every and anyone can visit. But they welcome every and anyone. But here's what. There are some terms and conditions. You understand? Just like VIP. You don't see everybody in VIP these days. Just say VIP. People don't even have money, but they're going in VIP. You understand? Just put a condition on it. Just say it is not open to everyone, and you go see mass. It's not, the VIP experience is nothing better than the regular, you know. But just put a restriction on it and place my shop. Mikey don't talk. I find I talk too much. You understand? All make me talk. Child, you just make me talk. Oh, look at that stop me, dog. Look at what's going on with me time. Alright, so here's what I don't talk. I don't. Let me come back. I have the national report and I have the weather. Don't go away no man. We're coming back. We had a thing for all years. Stay right there. We had a thing.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
On Saturday, April 6th, all roads lead to the Grenada National Stadium for the big show, Digicel Reggae Fest, featuring the legendary Super Cat, Busy Signal, Romaine Virgo, Anthony B, Maxi Priest, Etana, the Smooth Jefferson Ramirez, and a special surprise guest. Doors open at 7 p.m., showtime 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets available at box offices island-wide or online at gotofet.com. Digicel Reggae Fest, Saturday, April 6th, National Stadium. You don't want to miss this.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, tiling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
This is the GIS Evening Report for Thursday, April 4th, 2024. I am Rakisha St. Louis. In the headlines, Grenada edges closer to implementing its food security crisis preparedness plan. We'll have details to this story and more after the break.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources announces the unfortunate decision to postpone the national consultation for the 2023 revised National Poultry Policy and Action Program, originally slated for April 3, 2024. The event will be rescheduled to a later date, which will be announced in due course. This decision was necessary to accommodate conflicting schedules with other previously arranged events. The ministry urges you to remain attentive for the announcement of the new date regarding the hosting of the national consultation.
Welcome back. Grenada is expected to have its draft National Food Security Crisis Preparedness Plan by July of this year. This follows a two-day technical working group session led by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources. Participants are optimistic that Grenada is extremely close to achieving its preventative food crisis goals in the event of a natural disaster or global crisis. Similar sessions are being conducted in more than 25 regional territories with support from the World Bank. Daniel Lewis is the focal point representative in driving the process forward.
And what essentially happened today, the government of Grenada has received some resources from the World Bank to develop a food security project. And once from the World Bank, and once, resources received from any country to develop that plan, they are obligatorily have to put in place a food security crisis preparedness plan. And really and truly, I think from right now there's about 25 countries who are in the process of developing that plan. So some are at an advanced stage.
Lewis explains the relevance of the sessions following lessons learned from the impact of severe hurricanes and recently the global pandemic.
Food and nutrition security is critically important. You could see what's happening in the world today. We just came out from over the last couple of years, on a recent pandemic that really undermined countries' food security. We saw that the disruption in the supply chain, prices became high, and it put countries under real pressure. The issue about food and nutrition security is very, very serious. And the whole issue is how it is you could develop a plan that is done by in a highly consultative manner with the input of critical stakeholders, including farmers group, input suppliers, people from the shipping agency, the ministries of health and NADMA and so forth.
Several stakeholders and partners, including ICA, NADMA, the Ministry of Health, the Grenada Development Bank, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, among others, are working to compile the National Response Plan. Technical specialist for the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, Gregory Del Sol, spoke to the importance of the plan.
The food security crisis response or crisis preparedness plan is very important for Grenada. And this workshop is the foundation, or sets the foundation as to what this plan will entail, how will we go about implementing this plan, who will be the key stakeholders involved in the implementation of this plan. So today, the workshop that we are attending now is critical for that. Hopefully, we will have the support of all the stakeholders that are here gathered and those that are not here in terms of how do we go about implementing implementing what we have planned out here. Before we have been, how would I put it, we have been reacting. We have not been programmatically planning to address these things before they come. We have always been reacting after the fact. So hopefully this activity that we're doing here and this plan that we are developing will put us in a better position to address crises, to identify crises even before they occur, and to address them in a more strategic and systematic way when they do occur.
Land Use and Project Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, Joseph Noel, was also among agricultural officials who attended the two-day session.
We are all quite aware of the negative impacts that climate change and climate variability, natural hazards, extreme weather events, armed conflicts, disruptions in shipping, disease outbreaks, pandemics, pest and disease outbreaks on crops, among crops and animals, and so livestock. We're quite aware of how all of these can negatively impact the food and nutrition security of our country. So having a comprehensive food and nutrition security crisis preparedness plan in place where all stakeholders can work collaboratively even before a crisis. We start feeling the negative impacts of a particular crisis and ensure that our food and nutrition security is not adversely impacted.
Member of the Upper House Senator, the Honorable David Andrews, says the emphasis on the amendments to the Road Traffic Amendment Bill should not be the possible risk involved, but the benefits to the economy and professional services. Senator Andrew presented the bill to the House on Thursday, which seeks to upgrade driver's license without examination and reduce the minimum age for D-class license from 25 years to 18 years. The proposed upgrades are available for B, C, and C1 classes of licenses to D-class and targets drivers with more than 5 years experience and those deemed medically fit.
The issue of risk, I think the insurance agents and agencies are experts, and that's their field, that's their business, and risk mitigation, risk coverage, risk assessment. We don't get anywhere without risk. Everything carries a certain amount of risk, and the insurance companies are experts in covering or attempting to mitigate and cover those risks, and so we anticipate that they would act accordingly. But happily, the empirical evidence does not suggest that there is extremely high risk with goods vehicles, as opposed to passenger vehicles. And so we could appreciate that it may not necessarily result in as costly a risk coverage as may be the case for Class C, C1 vehicles. This provides an excellent opportunity to empower our young people, to empower and encourage farmers. In fact, I know the senator on the other side for farmers would be quite elated to hear that, because it allows for a lot more young persons to be enabled, to be empowered, to get engaged in the construction sectors, in the business sectors, in the agriculture sectors, and this we know will serve our economy well.
Senators Gloria Thomas, Norland Cox, Salim Rahman, and Roderick Sinclair all say the amendments are a step in the right direction.
We must have a group of young people that are supported in developing a business or strengthening their business. Madam President, we must commit to people's empowerment, especially our youth. This gives many of our youth hope. Some may argue that this is risky, but there will always be some measure of risk involved in all areas of life.
I think this is a very good first step, and it's a good idea. However, there are some matters I just want to expound on a little bit as regards to this amendment. I know that initially the whole concern, I think, via the insurance companies had to do with risk. After just attaining a driver's license at the age of 18, in terms of the experience and the capability to handle a particular type of vehicle, I think that is where the whole concern emanated from. However, we recognize the challenge in terms of the restrictions in terms of opportunities for persons based on the type of business. So I think while there might be a cost associated with for persons who now have to go and get a license at a particular age, I think the insurance company may, in some cases, charge more because, of course, the risk does not remove itself in any way whatsoever. However, the opportunity is there for such individuals who may have to pay a little more, but you will give them an opportunity to actually utilize that vehicle to carry out the duties. So I think that is, it's a good thing.
I'm very pleased with this change. Sometimes very small changes can have a big impact on our economy, and I believe this is one of them. And quite frankly, I don't understand how it took so long to change this. It has been obvious for so many of us, and I've spoken about this more than once, as did my colleague next to me. A few things. One, it will provide new opportunities for businesses to hire drivers. It will provide young people coming out of school an opportunity to start their own business and go to the bank and get one of these used sales vans and go around the country and do their own business. It is really a tool that will help to empower our young people.
This would create also new opportunities for persons, the mechanics, and all of those other areas. So I think that this injection, I wonder why we have to be sitting down and think about this thing so long. Again, as I say, maybe it was because it was outside of the box. With this said, Madam President, I provide full support to something I supported before.
This is the GIS Evening Report. Still to come, government supports certification of beauty and wellness professionals.
Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Belmont at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for Cultural Explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Friends, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come and learn to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Carrico Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
Welcome back. Over 150 members of the local beautification industry have already registered for the 6-month certification program, which is scheduled to start later this month. The course has been held collaboratively with the National Training Agency, Government of Grenada, Allied Health Practitioners Council, and the Labukan Creative Center. We have more in this report.
This week, assessment sessions are underway for the training certification program in the beauty and wellness industry. The aim of the certification program is to upscale and retool practitioners, certifying them with NVQ and CVQ qualifications in their respective occupational areas. Dr. Nicole Fort, chairperson of the Allied Health Practitioners Council, states that the assessment sessions will provide facilitators with insights into the necessary steps to advance beauticians to the next level.
This week we are trying to figure out where everybody would fall. It's not going to be a one-size-fits-all because people are coming from various years of experience and opportunities. So we don't want to be unfair and say everybody started at level 2. So we really want to target where you are and take you from there to bring you where you need to be.
Coordinator for Standards and Planning at the National Training Agency, Janesta Charles, says the goal of the course is to upgrade the qualifications of the professionals.
I think it would be important for them to understand their role in terms of contributing to the development of Grenada holistically. And the fact is that we would now have customers and clients that would be satisfied with the services that they are providing. And of course, contributing to the health and wellness of our people.
Government has committed to subsidize a huge percentage of the certification and training costs. Dr. Ford says they are catering for approximately 400 professionals, and the hope is that registration will increase in the coming days.
I just want to let everybody know that this is not a trick. This is an upgrade. This is a moment to get a nice start with certification that you never had before, acquiring it at the government and people's cost of Grenada. So I don't know how much better it can get, and I don't know how much more I can encourage you to really make use of this opportunity. I cannot promise you that this opportunity is going to come again. So let us seize the moment. Acquiring your CVQ and your NVQ will open doors for you to market yourself regionally, internationally, and be able to be going out to do your craft very confidently.
Thank you, Chrisanne. The 2023 agricultural census is progressing steadily with over 160 enumerators deployed across communities in Grenada and Carriacou to gather vital agricultural data for the initiative. This national census marks the first in over a decade, following previous ones conducted in 1961, 1975, 1981, 1995, and the last in 2012. Its primary goal is to aid the ministry in evaluating the agricultural sector, pinpointing crucial areas, and gathering essential information to formulate plans, policies, and initiatives aimed at enhancing the lives and livelihoods of farmers reliant on the sector. Lavan Map serves as census coordinator.
Presently, a lot of focus is being placed on gender, especially women and our youth, and the information coming out from the census would help us to have a better understanding or better idea of who our female farmers are, who our youthful farmers are, so that when assistance is being given, when programs are being done to help these, we would know exactly who to target, who the persons that in need are. We have some information in the ministry, but it's not completed, and this census would give us a complete idea of agriculture on the ground in Grenada. So when the ministry has programs or even grants or projects targeted to, let's say, carrot farmers or cassava farmers, we know exactly who those people are, where they live, how much land they have, what assistance they can get from based on the information that has been given. So we're asking you to give truthful information, because we don't want an instance where you tell us you have, let's say, 15 acres, and when we actually go on the ground to give you assistance, we realize you only have 5. So you're appealing that, please, as much as possible, give truthful information.
MAP urges a continued cooperation with the enumerators to meet the conclusion deadline of May 15th, 2024. Finally, the Division of Youth is accepting applications from Grenadian nationals who are desirous of participating in the 2024 Parish Level Youth Parliament program. Interested persons are asked to visit the Facebook and Instagram platforms of the Division of Youth to access the link for the application form, which must be completed and submitted before Monday, April 8th, 2024. Participants get to engage in hands-on exploration of the parliamentary processes, learn to create resolutions that will directly impact their communities, and gain insight into the roles and responsibilities of parliamentarians, government officials, and citizens within the democratic framework. The restructured National Youth Parliament program will feature 4 sittings: the Parish Level Youth Parliament, Primary and Secondary School Youth Parliament, National Youth Parliament, and the Special Youth Parliament sitting in commemoration of Commonwealth Day. Training for the Parish Level Youth Parliament will take place at selected schools or community centers in each parish. The revitalized program will also feature a mentorship component offered to national youth parliamentarians as they prepare to assume leadership roles in their communities and in Grenada by extension. For any inquiries or clarification, contact the Division of Youth on telephone number 440-6917. That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today. A recap of the headline. Grenada edges closer to implementing its food security crisis preparedness plan. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis.
Thank you, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS news team. What else? The weather. Now, the weather is submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with few light isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to east, southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. Here's the weather for Friday. Generally fair with light isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Now, the max temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 26. Winds east-northeasterly to east, southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. That's our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Picking up the people who are locked in on YouTube: Hillary, Michelle, Laverne, Celine also, and Maria. Olive is with us tonight. We've got Ashley with us tonight. We've got Hazeland. We've got Catherine. Raymond, also, blessings to you. Did I say Celine? How are you doing, Celine? Again. Marcel, Etlin, the people who are always there, like Laverne, you know, my mom, Lynn Turner, Suzanne, blessings to you. We appreciate you being here all the time, all right? Yeah, Catherine, I see you. Also, we want to say big up to the people who are locked in on Facebook. Big up to the Facebook people. We see you there as well. We've got Adonna, we've got Avril, we've got Angel, Della, we've got 2 Dellas, we've got Michelle, Java, and the sharing committee. Blessings to you all the time, and thank you for sharing. Adonna, how are you doing today? Sherman, Angel, how are you doing as well? Claudette, Christine, who else? Brent, Michael, Nova No, Joyous, Sylvina. All right, Bernadette, you good? Right, Chum, Wagwan, Jean, Diana, Karen, I see you. Yvonne, I see you. Asdon, that's how you pronounce it, right? Macintosh, blessings to you. So, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll touch base again. Hopefully, Brent, I see you. Blessings to you as well. Blessings here. We'll touch base again. So take care of yourselves, all right? May God bless you and the family. All right, take care. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We say, Ja! No! We have a special event tomorrow for you. We have a special live event for you tomorrow, so it's not going to be the typical news, all right? So stay tuned for that. That's going to be going down. Gloria, how are you doing? That's coming down tomorrow evening time. Well, during the regular news time, we have a little thing for you. All right, so y'all could look forward to that. Take care of yourselves. God bless you.